There he goes. We're off.
So we're leaving Christchurch, and you stop and you think, have we got everything that we need to have? I would quite like to go where we can see some frost, permafrost.
Permafrost?
Oh no, that's actually Alaska, isn't it? That was fun.
You mean hoarfrost?
Yeah. There's no need to be rude.
What are you calling it hoarfrost?
Today. We'll keep you posted. We'll let you have a look to see what he is doing.
When these arrived, they were slightly different than the other ones, so just seeing if we can fix them.
Spring.
Sweet.
X spring.
Yeah, so it's sprung.
T sprung.
Sorry everybody about the noise in the background. Kelly's got the washing machine on again.
The washing machine. Well, you can only put like 2 socks and a t-shirt in it.
Right, well I've got a salad made for Kelly and I while we're here getting things done at Iwood. Barbecue going. It's just about ready. I'm going to go for a nice wee walk. See what I see. What sort of foraging bits and pieces I can get. Look at those chicks. Chooks. Apple there. Ooh, feed Jawas.
The cutest little wedges. That should stop the dinner plate sliding.
The feed Jawas which have dropped down on the ground. I only need just a few for Kelly if I can't eat them. I don't know if this is mint or not.
Not bad. Get the wedge under there. Be good.
And look what I found. Kelly wanted to give cuddles to this cat. You see, more hair on there. Cute. Hi. You're all really cute. You at the back there with your ears pulled back and your fringe. You've all got different hairdos, haven't you? Fur-dos, or should I say wool. That's really cute. Yep, that is really cute. Right, I'm going to carry on. I'm doing some foraging.
There's a little light in it.
Oh, I see. That's the screw holding that in. It was too long. Ah. That'll stop this rattling. And we won't need these.
Kelly would have enjoyed this walk, but she does like watching and seeing what James does. It's like being in the gardens. Oh, what's that down there? Aren't they amazing, these? They look real, do they? They don't look natural. Some white feathers. Big feather. Chicken feather. Oh, and look what it leads us to. How cute are all of you over here? You've led me your feathers to where you all live. Look at you all. Gosh, you're a happy bunch. Right, I'm carrying on with the walk. Willow tree. My mother said, whenever you see a willow tree, you know that there's water very close. She's got that right.
Whoa. Like a glove.
I know that mushroom would be poisonous. I've seen these mushrooms before. Unusual, aren't they? I'm not touching them because I don't know what they are. I haven't done a proper foraging course. I know that these mushroom ones can be very popular. I don't know anything about them, so I'm just going to let them do their thing. They're probably a really nice delicacy, especially for those who know about them, how to use them. Interesting little walk I've been on. I haven't seen any little hoo-hoo grubs anywhere. I didn't notice it for the first time. I went back to see if I could find my handkerchief, and they said that they had, might be some watercress. It's lovely and fresh, isn't it? How gorgeous it looks. I took enough just for the two of us for one meal.
You can see where it's been rubbing, the blue on there.
Yeah, but that'll only be the end of this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where it comes all the way up when you turn it off.
If it's easier to turn, then it won't be so hard on my hand anyway. Yeah.
Well, scroll a bit down and then we have a play before we push it back in.
Spot the chickens in between the ducks. Now they're playing that game of just like statues. What's everybody doing? All are very gorgeous, very beautiful. What have you got on your face? Something in the weed. Yeah, look at those other fluffy little things. Chickens. They look like they've got winter jackets on, don't they? Don't know where they're going. These two are sticking together, like glue. I don't want to look, but I've got like a fireman's hose here. Let me tell you, it's warmed up slightly, but I was actually trying to just adjust my hat a little bit. And this is what happened. Oh no, no, no! Not really the best with water. Not the best. Actually, I love water.
Just when you're in it without your clothes on.
Good morning, everybody. I had a beautiful breakfast made for me, and I had to dry my hair today. Make sure the makeup was just right. A final inspection. And right now, Kelly, where are we going?
We're trying to find fully equipped. We're getting these snow chains.
Kelly's very excited about the snow chains. She's done a lot of homework on those snow chains.
You have arrived.
Oh, is this fully equipped where Joe works?
Have you used chains before?
Never.
Okay, so these ones are like real easy. Which is good.
So the blue goes at the back. Too small. It's funny because the tyre size is 225. You think that they would just make them for the tyre size?
Oh, they do, but when you get into semi-aggressives, it kind of throws down the door a bit.
Because they've got chunkier bits.
Yeah, so that's
Okay.
like a normal tyre that doesn't have the extra chunk on it. The other problem you're going to have is these. You need to change these. The guy with a Transit last year, he put aftermarket wheels and tyres on. He had to go back to his factory wheels because
Oh, don't tell me that.
these lugs are not going to play nice. As you This has to cross over. So, right, you can't have these like this.
Oh,
It's just gonna,
bugger.
We'll have
it's
to
gonna
ring
shrink
Hayden
this.
and see if they make them smaller.
Oh dear.
Like this chain size is fine, but these lugs are gonna be a problem.
Yeah, so I can see that with that crossed over like that.
Yeah.
So it's shorter, but it still looks good. Especially when it's
Yeah, you can lose a wee bit. You can lose 10 mil, 15 mil. Go get a side one, Kelly. Just get a side on one.
Yeah.
I think that would be fine because he just wanted it back and didn't want it to be caught in here.
This is what it is that we're looking at, actually getting our back tyres
Yep.
on our Julies. This is what they look like. And what happens, of course, is that you've got all the tread and everything which is in there, and you get the snow which is in there but pushes down in there, and it gives it more.
Snow sock.
Yeah,
Only on the back though, we still need chains on the front.
because there's only, with the Julies, there's only about that much room in between the two tyres. So that's where we are. And it feels like it's going to snow outside right now. It's
Yeah, I might need to put them on now.
Right, so we're back in Iceberg, and now we're going back to the other place for them to make sure that the chains.
It's literally across the road, but it's taken us like half an hour.
Got to go round the block and everything because you can't do these little turns. So here we are
It's
again.
really hard to park Iceberg anywhere.
It is, but you're doing good. Anyway, after speaking to Hayden at Megan Turbo, what he's actually doing is, he just works so quick. He just rings people and says, I want it this afternoon. I need it now. And so we're going to go and have some lunch after being here, but we're just going to now, with the new nuts which have been put on, see if they are small enough for the chains to fit over the top. And then if the chains are good enough, then we'll get that size and we'll negotiate with Megan Turbo and with Fully Equipped to see who will do the best price for us. And those wee booties that I showed you before for on the back tyres, we'll be getting those this afternoon as well. I tell you what, I'm not happy. This top I've got on here on the outside is my Alaskan one. I've had this for about 10 years, and where it is starting to wear away and everything a bit on the sleeves and get a bit thin and everything, it is doing really well. But the other one I've got underneath is an icebreaker, and the icebreaker has got all these little wee pulls on it, and I've worn it about 5 times. Paid hundreds of dollars for this. Don't quote me on exactly what it was, but these are all pulls because I'm all funny about fluff and everything. Have sent an email saying to them that I'd like that replaced, please, or my money back, because wearing it only 4 or 5 times fluffed up like that, not good enough. As I said, this other one is not fluffed up. What I call my Alaskan one, it's the old one, and I'm wearing it over the top of supposedly supposed to be my new one. Anyway, rambling, and it's all going on outside.
Alrighty, here we go.
Cool. So
Take 3.
there's the one side. Yeah. It's probably just the way before.
That looks better.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, sweet.
And that's not getting caught where it shouldn't be.
Nah, it's fine. It'll just, it's much nicer now. Not very nice.
We're back to the bridge. Oh, there's Papa Bear.
We love it that we can just go out to the farm now and just go over the bridge, that there isn't a problem at all with icy,
pretty
because
good.
it was a bit of a
Pretty
concern actually
good.
going over that bridge. And now that we can go over it and not have to worry about any wheels breaking on the bridge at all, it makes it really, really nice. Thank you, David. Thank you, Philip. It's really, really good having that bridge completely strengthened now. We feel really safe when we go across it now. Thank you.
Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are having foraged watercress. Yum.
Rightio. Well, what are we doing at 8 o'clock at night?
On the agenda tonight.
What is on the agenda?
Tonight, we're emptying the tank without
what?
running it dry.
For what reason?
Okay, so tomorrow I'm meeting Luke, and Luke
Is the electrician.
is going to set our sensors, and what you have to do is you have to add 10 litres of water and then do a reading. Then add 10 litres of water and do another reading.
In case you're all wondering, just before you say any more, that green cloth down there, nice clean new one.
Oh yes, I'm going to get the extras out of that because it's quite absorbent, you see. I'm just going to do it like this. This is my plan.
Do you expect all of this in this type of life of living on the road? Not really. Good morning, everybody. We've woken up. Well, Kelly had the alarm on very early this afternoon.
I wasn't sure if you noticed.
Oh, I noticed alright actually. Look at the moon's still out. That's interesting.
When exactly did you notice?
When I got up to turn it off, because I didn't have my watch on to turn it off. That was really early. And
That moon is cool.
yeah. And we had a wee bit of a rough night. It's to be expected actually at Spencer Park on a Friday night or a Saturday night. It's quite unusual, isn't it, seeing that moon like that? So yes, we had a few teenagers. You can only assume it was teenagers doing a few spins and laughs and everything. Kelly turned them for apocalypse lights. We've got one button by the bed and it turns all the lights on.
Well, I think everyone sounded closer than they actually were, I think.
And that was just sort of like a little warning, step away from the car.
It worked, you're right. So we got hanging here.
It's just a bit of eucalyptus hanging.
Back to the builders. Today's the slider that we've been harping on about for months and months and months. The slider doesn't slide out straight.
I haven't been wanting to fix it, but
Every excuse under the sun. It rolls out and it dips at one end and it really grates on us.
yeah, it has for you for a particularly long time. So here we've got the rollers, and that's what Steve's having a look at to see what's happening with those rollers. And there's the actual box, just the one that you all have been talking about being on a wee bit of a lean. As I said to you before, it takes 120 kgs in it, and with the things which are in there, not that diesel tank, that doesn't go in there, these things here. And these weights are only half the weight. We've taken 2 of these off each one of those weights, so it's not that. We did that before we got on the van actually. And it's just those things there. You can stand on this.
We're just trying to work out. There's something wrong with the runners.
15.74 millimetres. 13.
Found a 10 litres in there at the moment for us, and he's going to be filling that up, or I'm about to fill that up actually for him. 10 litres at a time going in there so that we can keep track of it all.
So this top tank 139 litres, the other fresh tank 91 litres. I'll write that down for you.
Yep.
The waste tank under the shower is 154 litres.
So 15%.
If you don't already know, this is Luke, who has done all of our electrics at the back. You know how I said I wanted it all pretty? And he's gone out by himself. This is his business. So if you need any business at all, this is who to go to. We highly recommend him. This is the water person, alright, and my hands are freezing. A little bit of sun, I was trying to enjoy that for 5 seconds. They're still sorting out these numbers here.
Is there any A and B's that are close? Maybe it's... So there's something wrong with the runners, is what the problem is. So basically we've gone through and we've measured them all, put them all on and measured them, and the original 2 you can see are the ones with the holes. They were the furthest numbers apart, 837 and 808. So what we've done is we've got the 2 closest ones.
Every single one's out of whack.
831 and 826.
Every single one's out of whack. That's not good, is it?
So maybe.
I do think because we've kept that light, the steel, it's not helping it. Because if it was more rigid, this whole setup,
Would hold.
it would hold better.
Oh, you're just trying to work the packer out.
Yeah. All you have to do is put this at the end of it every time you open it.
Oh, he's funny, this one.
Oh
He's
yes.
funny. How's Luke getting on inside?
Good. So he's thinking that he usually would have an e-waff with him, but he's been using them all. They've done a lot of, with his new business, they've been doing quite a lot of work. Anyway, he's thinking that it would be early next week. I said, how early in the morning?
What do you mean?
For the sticker, I suppose, yeah. But he could just,
drop the sticker off.
basically that's all it is, isn't
You can
it?
just drop it at once.
Well, that's what I sort of said that we would do, because I'm not sure exactly where we are.
The next one I get a picture sent to me of a big van on the side of the road.
So we were in Kaikoura and Steve's friend sent him a picture of our van.
Oh, there's a juicy rental behind
Yeah.
you.
Oh, that's parked up on the street when we went into that shop.
Yeah, that's what
That's
I thought. It
hilarious.
might be. Ah,
Plus
gorgeous.
you've got a lot of friends.
You do.
And another friend of mine, he keeps either having in front of him or following him.
Is that right?
That's hilarious. What's he in?
Either a BMW or a Tesla.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You've got rich friends.
Oh, he's rich.
All right, what's your plan?
Kelly is up there replacing screws, which were getting a little bit on the rusty side. And she's got Luke up there helping her do it. Always nice to get those things done. And it sure is good seeing some blue sky. We've gone from 4 degrees to 8 degrees. Them are marvellous. Here we
That's quite a
go.
good one. You like that?
Probably. Got a lot of fires big.
What have we done?
Oh, yeah, just a bit of metal.
Scalpeled those hands lately. The muscles look good. There's about 10 of those each. And Kelly's really good at getting them just perfect for me.
We're a bit jumpy because of our boy races last night.
I was okay with it, but it did knock you around a wee bit. And then we had a piece of quiche left over, so we've had a piece of this each, which was a very tasty one, I might tell you. Well,
2 muscles to go.
we're at the stage now of, I don't know exactly what I look like because I haven't looked at myself in the mirror, but bedraggled probably would be the word. After carrying 10 litres of water, I don't know how many of them, lifting them to Luke over and over and over and over again.
And then having to clean
famished.
the toilet again because he overflowed it.
Luke.
Done. Every video, one of us is going, Luke.
I do like Luke though.
Let's eat.
Yeah. Okay, let's eat and have a coffee.
So today we were just putting some insulation down here. I'm trying to get that out. That one stopped working. There's another one on this side. So we can get that out. Luke's coming tomorrow for an e-waff. He can wire me in a new one. Resorted to the sauna.
This is all because we like underfloor heating on our feet, which was working, but it just seemed to have got a
I think I
bit
got it.
lighter in the warmth.
There it is. I think maybe.
Is that the old one? Oh, obviously it's the old one. All that trouble was to get that off. Frick me. Right,
Maybe I should turn it off because that's
going.
smoking.
No point saying good morning because it's actually good evening from Kelly and I. We're actually filling up and emptying at our favourite dump station, service station at the BP. We're always at this one here when we come to Christchurch. Last night we actually stayed at Kelly's mum's home and we were able to park right up the driveway, which was good. We did have the hydraulics up a little bit just to make sure that we're nicely balanced. We're getting into the cold weather now and we have a lot of people saying, how are you actually coping? Are you cold? The lady at the vegetable place just now said, oh gosh, you know, when we're in our caravan, I didn't like it, we were too cold. I said, we're not cold. We have those 4 plug-in hotties. They're in the bed. For me, they're too hot, but they go on Kelly's side. There she is in the background there waving. and to toasty roasty, but it's going down to -2 this evening, and we are sorting our water out. We're going to stay at Kelly's mum's for a couple of days, have a nice roast, get some haircuts going on, and just relax, just chilling before we actually cut ties with Christchurch. All right, Kelly's trying to put the EWOF up. Is that straight? Asking a person who isn't straight. I think so.
I know. You know us too well.
That looks good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Gosh, we're not going to be able to see out the window soon.
How long did this last? About a couple of months?
Yeah, 2 or 3 months.
Right, I'm just going to lift it and stick it. No idea if this is working. This is exciting. Open, open, open.
Let's have a look. They've taken about 6 months these things to arrive, and here they are, because we had to change everything all over into Kelly's name. Sold on adventure. Finally here.
All the screws and they'll be gone.
Doesn't seem that secure. Good morning, everybody. We have got ourselves organised with everything in the van. And look what it is that Kelly's pulled out and said, you would want one of these.
It's a mozzie hat.
You may recall about that place that we stayed at with all the mosquitoes. That's just absolutely freaking ridiculous.
Can't see much.
Well, I can hardly see you. It's ridiculous. So what we are doing is we're in here looking for gloves right now. I have wanted some new.
Right, chilblain.
Hold that there for us all to have a look at.
Well, I don't know if everyone wants to look at that, but
Gosh, that looks so sore.
it is.
We've just been to PB Tech to pick up another one of these Rio Link cameras because our last camera that we had was playing up really bad, so they've given us another one.
Power goes into the comes out of here. I really need this
Off?
Well, no,
Is it
there's-
loose?
No, there's connections on it. There's wires on it.
What did you do?
Just turning the water pump off because we've got to take our hose off to get the cover off to get to the element.
Okay.
Can you just grab us a towel just in case?
Oh shit. Oh god. Some bad leaking going on. Kelly.
That's just the hose.
For what?
That tank.
Really? Is that hot water?
No.
No, this is hot water.
I
Whatever
think-
that is.
yeah.
I thought that would be, huh?
Because when we drive, the water goes the wrong way. I bet you that's it.
If it gets too hot from the engine, it'll trip.
I bet you that's
Because it doesn't
exactly
know
it.
the difference between heating off the power
Yeah.
with the engine. Yeah.
Iceberg just got an internal bath.
Yeah. How bad?
That's good because you can literally just reset it if it happens again.
How do we reset it though?
That's the little reset button for there.
That you can't see.
Yeah. Exactly.
Far out!
Correct.
So you have to take that off.
Every time we
No,
drive, we
you
might
only
have
take
to
that
push
off.
the button.
Well, it's taken a while to actually happen, isn't it? So I wouldn't say every time you drive.
Well, it hasn't worked. It's never worked because we've always been.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that light needs fixing.
I don't know if you can regulate what the engine's doing. Yeah, it's off. That's good though. There's no
I found the problem.
flashing element in this.
Okay, so Kelly, what's the problem?
The water tank is attached to the coolant lines which come from the engine, and it heats it up really good. But it gets so hot that it's tripped the heating. The heater doesn't know that it was the engine heating it. It thinks it was itself heating it, so it's tripped the overheat. It's like a protection.
So how do we stop that protection?
Yeah, we haven't worked that bit out yet.
Okay. What I do know, and I might be a bit naive on these things, but I always sort of thought electrical and water didn't go well together.
Yes, you're right on that, Louise.
What they do today.
Welcome everybody to our first filming of our DJI. There's Kelly out there. Can you actually see? Oh, there we go. That's better. First time for her also filling both diesel bottles. She's so excited because we had 3 deliveries. Tell everybody what the deliveries were if you can focus on that and say at the same time.
So we've got the bag for the roof, the tie downs to tie the diesel down, and the teak shower floorboards that the shower mat actually that got stuck at customs.
Yeah, I believe our Celtic salt has arrived as well. So we're really excited about all of these things, and right now what we're doing is obviously getting the diesel, and then we're going to fill up with some more water, and then we're going to do the big reveal, not so much for you all but more for us, seeing what weight Icy is. And admittedly there are a few bits and pieces which can still be removed, like the boxes that everything's in, but apart from that, you'll see actually if I turn it around here, you'll be able to see where one of the boxes are for the shower. See that down there? We've just changed our sheets and everything today and been airing out the duvet, which you'll see on top of the bed there. Are you pleased with yourself?
Yeah, actually.
How much did that cost?
$102. I would have been more pleased if it was $1.40. It was $1.45, wasn't it? Better than nothing, but...
So with 40 litres plus a top up of diesel, $102 doesn't sound too bad. That's a bloomin' big box. So we still are here at Kelly's mum's, and we've been given the opportunity to stay a little bit longer. Heck, what exactly have you got in there? You never know what that Kelly's buying. In fact, it's not that bad. I always know what she's doing. Our Celtic salt. Looks like they haven't opened it up this time. This stuff is amazing. It's got no plastic in it. What else have you got there?
Snatch strap to get us out of the hole. Little hole. Alright, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it better be bloody worth it because, oh, look at the size of it. It's only like a little matchstick.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
Right. And they're waterproof or something. I'm not sure how they work.
Well, they're teak. Now, if you're wondering why we got 2, because you can't lift one up when you're standing on it. So you have to stand on one side and lift the other side up. So in theory...
Come with you.
I put one down. Oh, like a glove. And then you stand on one. Oh, like a glove.
Oh, they look beautiful. You've done a lot of hard work on those. Like really, not just with the measurements and talking.
Oh, I don't want my shoes on them.
And emails and everything. And then we had to go through the whole thing.
These got stuck at customs because bringing wood into New Zealand is not fun.
As we all know what it's like. Gosh, we've got to make that bed. It's all been aired out. They look really good. That does look very good. It looks very professional and couldn't fit any better.
Well, the time has come for Icy to have her official weigh. We have emptied the waste, filled it with water, filled it to the brim with diesel. We got the extra diesel. And we're coming in hot to the park house. Not the park house, we're going to Sticks Mill today.
Kelly's a wee bit nervous in case you all haven't noticed. But so we have one of our lovely clients in here. That reminds me of that camera up on there that we need to actually get.
Dash cam.
Dash cam.
It is, Jana. What are you wanting it to be? Under 5.5. Oh, look again. Oh, yeah.
The bikes need to go.
The bikes.
I'm just not even going to stress about it. I just think we just need to we have got the water and the fuel and the diesel and everything on there.
They were nice.
Well, good morning everybody. We actually had a very rough day yesterday. It sort of rips your heartstrings and pulls your soul out actually, but we are always reminded of the good things that we do have. We'll just pull the things out that we need to pull out and go from there. Today's the day and we are actually
Going to be ruthless.
Yep, there's a lot of things that we're doing and a lot of changes we've made. Being awake all last night thinking about it, you just have to make the changes. You just got to do it. We're lucky to have what we have and we're just going to get on with it. And you're going to come along with us if you so do choose. So I suggest you subscribe, because I'll tell you what, it's going to be one hell of a journey that we're going on, all of us together.
Okay, today's the day. We're making some tough decisions. We're going through every single drawer, pocket, shelf, bag. We have to lose a lot of weight today. Yesterday was really hard. Yesterday we filled up with water all the way to the top. We filled up with diesel all the way to the top. We filled 2 spare jerry cans all the way to the top. Like, we really went to town. We loaded everything in the van and we went and weighed in. And that didn't turn out terribly pretty, and we were quite down yesterday for the rest of the day. So we came home, we washed Iceberg, and we've picked ourselves up again today. Today we are going to lighten the load. So obviously we can take out the 40 kilos of jerry cans. That's the first thing to go. We can also drive around with half a tank of diesel. We can drive, we've got 2 water tanks, so we can just fill one. Those are the easy things. The hard things are things like our bikes. And it's not just...
And personal things. It's the personal things of memories and everything. For me, it's...
Well, we'll go through and we'll have a look. I know you're looking in that drawer, but...
Well, I have to take them out, and they make me feel very emotional.
We watched a movie the other night. My Way, about a man walking the Camino de Santiago, and there was one line in there that stood out to me. Your possessions are your burden. So after a sleepless night last night, today is the day that we are unburdening our possessions. And it might sound easy, like the bikes. I think the bikes are going today. The bikes, the helmets, the bags. We spent ages choosing those things and getting the right ones, and obviously the cost. It's $5,000 worth of bikes, let alone all the gear. But it's not just the cost of those things that we've never used. We saved them for the van. It's the cost of getting the builder to put the cleats in, the cost of the cleats, and then getting... That was really tricky to get everything in the back there and for them to slide perfectly, and designing the slider. It's just heartbreaking to have to give them up. But we need to look after Iceberg. She's got a very long way to go. She's got many, many miles and many hills to climb, and we need to look after her. And the one thing that has helped me is thinking that when we have been on holiday in the past, we don't take bikes with us. If we want a bike, we hire a bike. And to be fair, we're trying to not spend the money because we've put everything into Iceberg. We may have to, if we want a bike somewhere, just hire bikes for a day. We might just have to bite the bullet and do it. But I see you've been pulling out some things there. I'll just turn you around.
Things which mean nothing to anybody else, but they do mean to you. I've got one of my little white feathers when we first went in the van, actually, which white feathers remind me of people that you've lost, that you don't have anymore. Mum, Dad, my auntie and uncle. Been actually really good and thinking about what they would want, you know, for you.
There he goes. Chainsaw's off the list. This thing's quite heavy. Backup gas cooker. Chains. No wonder I'm overweight. Chains are heavy. Compressor. That's heavy too. But you need these things to get you out of the shtuck.
Yeah, you do, but I don't know about the gas cooker. Is that very heavy? Did you say it is heavy?
Well, if we don't have any power, we can't cook. Yeah, it is heavy.
Or if we've got no power, we've got gas.
No, we haven't. If we've got no power, we've got no gas because of the solenoid.
Do we take the risk?
Take it out?
Yes, I'm afraid so. We're doing everything we can. My energy levels are on 1 today. Just feeling exhausted after last night.
Please take a look at this extremely well put together. This took days upon weeks to get this in
Well,
the
it
right
did.
order.
Explain at the bottom there. We've probably done videos in the past about this. It's quite heart-wrenching for Kelly on all of this because she's not only studied the bikes, studied all the bits and pieces, the special seating that we had with the brackets on the back,
Front.
the wee bags on the front.
Lights.
Oh, let's not go there. It's too hard and it's too sad and it's like makes you feel like what's the point? Gosh, I can't believe it. All the stuff that we've got.
Shoes. This is shoes and makeup and slippers and water, and it's actually quite heavy. That's got to be
Really?
at least, I don't know, 4 or 5 kilos.
Beautiful.
These are out. Next drawer has been attacked. Jars are out.
Day thermals. This is quite hard for me because I've got quite a lot of thermals in here. Plus the 2 that I'm wearing, which weren't originally coming with me, but I find myself since I've been here wearing them all the time.
There goes the chopping board. The big chopping board. And the little chopping board. Handmade. Spare pillowcases. And the cushion. No.
I don't know at this stage, but I'm going to see how it looks. Don't want to. They're heart-wrenching things for me because they're too special to me, really. These hand-painted cushions and pillows and everything have all been things that I've got in memory of my mother and her sister. They were both like this, those two, and it's all memory stuff, so it's pretty hard and it makes me feel sad thinking about it.
Well, Stanley, you never sponsored us, so Stanley, you're off.
Sorry I didn't say good morning to you. It's because we've been organising, and Kelly's been putting things on Marketplace as well. Anyway, what we're doing at the moment is having a barbecue, and what time of night actually is it? Oh, it's 20 to 6. Kelly has sold some things on Marketplace. I wonder if you can see them. They're outside here in the cold. Don't know if you can see them. Some signs and a flag for $180. So that's nicely set up at night time. Not bad. Better carry on cooking. Don't want it all burnt when it's a barbecue. We'll catch up with you soon. Look at these leaves, don't they sound so nice on your feet? Love that sound.
Well, let's go.